who showed up with a balloon for me. Is this my Valentine's?
Every day Valentine.
That's right, every day is Valentine's, honey. So today the kids feel like mincemeat with rice, long grain, plain cheap rice, nothing fancy. But you know, it gave me this idea that I'm gonna make a very healthy version of the same meal that we're eating today tomorrow. So let me just show you. I have some mincemeat here that I'm cooking. Just brown mincemeat. I've seasoned it already with a lot of spice. And I'm browning it, and then I'm also going to add some tomato sauce, which in the US, you know, is very accessible. You can get spaghetti sauce and you get the same, basically you get the results you want because it's just really ground up tomatoes. But the problem with this that I'm paying attention to more now, since I've been worrying about my blood pressure, is that there's a lot of sodium, a lot of salt. Look at that. 20% of your sodium intake is in this stuff, meaning that per serving, 20% of the amount of salt I should be using is in this. So, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to make everything from scratch. But I'm just going to, it'd be interesting to compare what I make tomorrow with what I've done here today. I added the tomato or ground tomato sauce, which again people use here as, you know, like pizza sauce or spaghetti sauce, but for me I kind of use it as a way to cheat instead of having to grind up tomatoes from scratch and onions like they do in Nigeria or Africa. Here's another way to be healthier, or if you're trying to lose weight, is cut back on your carbs. I mean, that's the simplest thing. I know it's, well, it's simple in terms of the idea, but actually doing it I know is a big deal. So we've got this pretty large rice cooker, and right now I'm cooking the white rice in it. But to be honest, if I want to eat less, and if I'm just cooking for my husband and I use this small rice cooker. This one's really cute. Look how cute it is. It's good for like a dorm room or a small apartment, or you live by yourself. And so we've always had rice cookers because then I don't have to cook it on the stove and it comes out perfect each time. So I would invest in a rice cooker if you do enjoy rice, and just make sure you don't eat it too often, especially if you have a lot of belly fat like some of us. Lega is here. She and Miss Thing. She was about to jump off her cage.
She like climbed up. Suicidal.
She was suicidal. She was like, if you don't get me, I'm gonna take it, end it all. Anyway, I like these pants. A little extra for me, but let me see. They kind of have an Afrocentric look to them, right?
Yeah.
They really do. They really do.
Afro tribe.
So what's up with the bread underneath? Like, is that where your thighs chafe?
It's pink. It's pink.
Yeah. See, certain people can pull off certain things. Let me see the back of your head. Okay, shaved sides. When did you shave it?
Oh, I did it myself yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay.
Around there, yeah.
Nose ring, y'all see that? Cartilage earring too.
Wow.
What? I'm all getting all up in there.
Food between teeth, do you see that?
So before I start cooking, or once I've, you know, already done some basic prep, I like to focus on the table. And right now my table is not looking very sexy or romantic. So we're gonna have to try to fix that, right? What you see on top here is some tablecloths. For some reason, I have an obsession with tablecloths. I'm kind of like my grandmother. I just collect them thinking, you know, I'll use them for a special occasion. And you know what? Right now, I don't see any that remind me of Valentine's Day. So I'm probably not going to put a tablecloth on, but we'll still pretty it up. I ended up going with a white tablecloth, and if you had a steamer, this would be a good time to use it, or just go ahead and iron it before you use it. God, you guys, I literally just walked into my office trying to clear up, and look, Kenton left me something. Oh, that's so sweet. I really wasn't expecting anything. To my best friend, Habiba. Oh, that is so sweet. I don't even want to open it. I think I'm going to save it and wait till he gets here and open it in front of him. What do you think? No, I feel the pressure is on. I better make this meal a really good one. Oh. So I'm going to open the card at least, even if I don't open the present. I think I'll open the card. Oh, to my wonderful wife with love on Valentine's Day. That's really beautiful. Happy Valentine's Day, love you. Kenton is always so romantic. He really is. He really is. And so that's why I really want to do my best. And yeah, we got to get back to the kitchen. So for our meatless meatballs, we're going to start off with some chickpeas. So I have a large mason jar of chickpeas here, and this is what they look like. And we're just going to pour it into a pot with seasoning. So whatever seasoning or all-purpose seasoning or adobo that you like, that's what you're going to add. In a separate pot, I'm going to boil 1/2 pound of lentils. I love lentils because you can season them and make them taste almost like anything you want. Plus, they have their own nutty flavor. But can you believe lentils have 40% per serving of your daily requirement for fiber? So can you imagine, like half the fiber you need or are supposed to get in a day, you could easily get from lentils alone. So while my chickpeas and lentils are boiling, let me say something really quick about flowers and vases. I never entertain in my house without having fresh flowers. So these are cut flowers that are in this vase that were on my coffee table, and I just wanted to point out scale in that how this vase really suits this height flowers. So for example, this is how they come in the supermarket. You get these long stemmed roses, and I could easily put this on the table, on the dining table in a vase this tall, because I have a really tall vase. But when the flowers are this tall and you're sitting with someone at the table, you're likely to block their face or block your company. So I think, you know, tall flowers are great in an entryway, or if they're super, super tall on a dining table and you're not going to block each other's faces. So because this is going to be an intimate dinner, instead I'm going to choose to cut the flowers and put them in a shorter. What I find is when you cut the flowers, the length, it always looks like you have more flowers. When they are super tall, they kind of have this really skimpy look. So it's nice to cut your flowers down to the scale of the vase you are going to use. That way you get a much fuller look. So this is what we're going to need for the marinara sauce to go over your vegetarian meatballs. So I have here a variety of peppers. You can use as many peppers as you want. These are sweet peppers. We're going to blend them with this bell pepper. Again, you can use any kind of pepper you want. If you want it to have a Caribbean flair, you can add a Scotch bonnet pepper or habanero pepper. You wash your vegetables properly before dicing them. And these sweet peppers, what I like about them is that you can actually eat them raw. But I do try to take out the seeds either way. So here are my diced vegetables ready to go in the blender. I have my tomatoes, about 8 to 10 tomatoes because there are about 4 of us. Onions, diced peppers, coarsely chopped, and I'm going to put it in the blender. I already have a Scotch bonnet because I want the island flavor already in the blender. So let's make the sauce. I'm going to go ahead and put my chopped vegetables into the blender. Start with your tomatoes because they have a lot of water. You know, they have a lot of liquid, so that will help the vegetables to blend. I'm going to add a few teaspoons of olive oil or vegetable oil to a pan. And then I'm going to add the tomato blend or vegetable blend once it is hot. You know your oil is hot when you can get a sizzle with some garlic. So I'm putting some garlic in, just lightly toasting them before I add the vegetable blend. You can also, if you want to use a little bit of curry, this would be a good time to add a little curry if you want that flavor. So you want to make sure you don't burn the garlic, but you have to toast curry powder if you're going to use a little bit. Or any seasoning you want, like thyme, this would be a good time to use it. So just lightly toast it, and I'm going to pull it off the fire a little bit and then add my vegetables. And be careful because you don't want to burn yourself. For ethnic people that I know, we like to cook the tomatoes down. So you want to cook it for at least, you know, kind of let it fry because there is oil in here for at least half an hour. That way you get rid of that acidity and you get more of a sweetness to the tomatoes, and it changes the color also. Of course, whatever spice you use will also make a huge difference. So I am going to add a little bit of spice, like thyme, and if you want oregano, and if you want a little bit of black pepper. And for these vegetarian meatballs, I plan to mix the chickpeas and the lentils. You can certainly just make them out of lentils, or you can make them out of chickpeas alone. Once your garbanzo beans or chickpeas are boiled, you want to make sure you can squeeze them and that they can crush. Be careful not to burn yourself, but they should be able to crush. So now we're going to transfer it into a blender. Instead of the blender, if you prefer, you could also just, you know, get them into a processor and coarsely crush. Now with a processor, you don't have to add any water, of course, but with a regular blender, you might have to add a little bit of water just to get it going. So this is the texture that I got. Some of it is very smooth, but I didn't completely blend it all the way through because I do want a little bit of texture. Here are my lentils. I'm going to blend that too. But like I said, if you have a processor, that might be even more ideal, because then you will still have quite a bit of texture. So into the bowl with my garbanzo beans, I'm adding the blended lentils. Half of them I did not blend because I would like a little bit of texture, and because they were very soft. The lentils cook so much faster. Lentils cook in about 10-15 minutes, whereas the garbanzo beans, if they are not soaked, took anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. Okay, so here are the remaining lentils that I did not blend or chop or crush. Now, there are some vegetarians or vegans who do not use eggs at all. So an alternative is to use a flax egg, and that's what this is. So this is just dried flaxseed powder, about 2 tablespoons with a little bit of water. You let it sit for a little bit and it becomes kind of nice and sticky like this, and that helps bind your agents together. Okay, so adding the flaxseed egg, which again is not an egg, but it's called an egg for those who don't use any dairy. So we're gonna mix this up all together, and at this point it has no real flavor, so I'm gonna need to add a lot of seasoning. So a lot of seasoning, trying not to be too salty. Adding paprika, a lot of paprika to get that flavor that you would in meat. Some garlic powder, or you could have added some coarsely chopped garlic. Also going to add a little bit of black pepper. And I'm also going to add some. So we are a family of meat eaters. We're not vegetarian in my household, but we're trying to turn a new leaf and try something new. Why not? I don't have to be vegetarian 110%, 7 days a week, but it'd be nice if I could at least try to make sure what goes in my body is super healthy, at least, a few times a week. And make sure your hands are clean. I have a huge skillet here that's gonna go into the oven, and I'm going to bake these balls. And then half of them I'm going to fry, just to have an alternative and to see what an alternative texture. All right, we're ready to go into the oven. And I think I'm gonna bake this for about 10-15 minutes. By the time my plantain and everything else is done, this should be done and ready to go into the sauce. All right, this batch I'm making for the ones that I'm going to lightly fry. So we're gonna fry this lightly until we get a crispy top. And as is the custom in my house, we will have some fried plantain. So this is a ripe plantain, and plantain takes literally 5 minutes. So it's one of those things, I never do it until company is actually here. In this case, company is my wonderful husband. So we cut it this way. As I always point out, Jamaicans cut it lengthwise or diagonal, and Africans cut it usually straight down. In a sandwich, or to use them in a sandwich like you would a falafel, or you could put them on top of a salad. All right, so here's the oven version, and as you can see, it holds a lot better. So it's a lot firmer, and you get the look of a meatball. Okay, so here are our baked lentil and garbanzo bean balls, which are supposed to mimic meatballs if you're vegetarian. We're ready to put them in our sauce. And just be gentle because the centers are still fairly soft, but the outside is a lot more dry and crispy. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it, making sure not to crush the balls. And you will notice some may fall apart, but that's okay. This is a very tasty, spicy stew in the end. Here's our fried plantain, and I have a side of avocado, of course. Okay, here's our brown rice. And I love, love, love brown rice. The kids aren't much of a fan, but I love brown rice, and so does their father. So it's nice and somewhat sticky and nutty. And this is a perfect side to our vegetarian meatballs. Let me see, maybe I should make a wish first. Oh, you got my perfume that I wanted, Miss Dior. Love it. Very elegant, Miss Dior. What's this? Did it come with a bag with it or something? What's this? Is this a makeup bag or a handbag? It's a little big for a makeup bag, isn't it? I need a knife. Okay, Macy's. Oh, maybe it's a handbag. Is it a handbag? I don't know, a handbag for a little girl. Is it? The strap might be a little small for me. I might use it like as a, I don't know. We'll see. I might have to try it on first, but it seems small as a handbag. I guess maybe it squinches up. See? And then you can tie it. Cute. Well, honey, that was very, very nice of you. I wasn't expecting the perfume. I definitely kind of, not that I forgot it was Valentine's Day, but I wasn't expecting anything. I was focused on trying to cook you something. Miss Dior! I love the packaging, and of course, I love the smell. Ooh, I haven't had her in a while. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Look at that. It's so pretty. This must be the biggest size, honey. It's so pretty. Thank you. They are still required to sit on my lap every now and then. Kareem? Oh my gosh. Kareemi. Kareemi. What's wrong with your lip? I can't believe I can balance you on my lap still. You got like this random hair right here. I thought we shaved it off. We gotta teach you how to shave. You got these random hairs. Your hair is growing through.
Needs
That
another
feels good?
cut soon.
Needs a new haircut. All right, big boy, go sleep. Love you.
Love you.
Good night. Get off my lap. Ugh. Look who is in my house, Jen and her sister.
Yes.
She is planning to have a podcast, so we've put it out there in the universe. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. She might even invite me as a guest. Kids just got home from school, and as usual, they always have a big snack. This is Kareem's version of a snack, okay? So this is before dinner. He expects to eat dinner, but he'll eat this. I guess that's what you get when you have a teenage son. Mariam's not eating that much, but I was admiring her eyebrows, or looking at her eyebrows, and she's telling me, I wish I had eyebrows like hers. I already have nice eyebrows, thank you very much, Mariam. She got some bushy ass eyebrows with a nose like mine. Go ahead and eat your
You have 2
fries.
seconds.
What? What? Did I scratch you by mistake? I did not. Happy Friday. So I started to fry some fish outside. Actually, I did finish it on that camping stove. And then it started to pour with rain. So instead I decided to put it in the big skillet and finish it off in the oven. So I think that's pretty cool. It's gonna be nice and crispy tilapia. And then I had Kareem julienne some vegetables. So these are some onions and sweet peppers, green peppers, and we will saute that with some kale. I used to eat kale a lot before, but when you buy non-organic kale, it may have pesticides on it. And what happens is, for me, I get like swelling around my tongue, and that's not good. So if you buy kale and you're planning to juice it or eat it raw, I definitely suggest buying it organic. If you're going to cook it, then it's okay if it's non-organic. So these are going to be tossed with the other vegetables, and because it will be lightly cooked, I don't have to worry about having any issues or problems with it. And you know, kale is super healthy. Just going to lightly caramelize the onions. Add the peppers. And you don't have to overcook this because all of these vegetables can be eaten raw. Okay, the thing about cooking is that you have to learn to multitask and make sure you're trying to cook different things but without burning them. Especially when you have a large family and you're trying to be efficient. So, plantain is done, which has been washed really well. I actually used a little bit of salt to wash it and rinsed off the salt really well because, again, I don't want any of that salt. Alright, so I'm going to put a cap full of apple cider vinegar. Or 2 caps is fine. And I find apple cider vinegar with onions is really awesome. A lot of Jamaicans eat fish with dressing that has some sort of vinegar and seasoning. Okay, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar. So this is just regular sugar. Tablespoon or half a tablespoon. Maybe I'll just do half a tablespoon. Okay, and just mix that up, and that's it. Nothing special. So this is a good side dish for your fish, and you don't want to overcook it, so I'm turning it off. And of course, let's get the fish. Can you hear that sizzle? Ha ha ha! And I think Kenton would appreciate 2 pieces of fish, so I'm gonna give him 2 pieces. And we're done. Who's ready to eat? Is what I'm thinking.
That's why I just need to know so I make sure that I don't accidentally. I don't have anything. The only thing I have is a meeting from 9 to 11. That's it. And everything else says so Tuesday's clear. So good. So,
yeah. So I don't know. I thought I could do my hair sooner, but oh well. As long as I find someone competent.
Right.
So yeah, and I'll vlog about it. I'm gonna record it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record getting my virgin black kinky hair done.
See, I laughed and it's all lopsided. I'm like,
What? Kenton just came back from the dentist, and how many fillings did you have?
just one.
Just one? Let me see your mouth. You look like you got Bell's palsy or stroke, God forbid. Can you talk? That's not even funny. God forbids.
You're gonna give me a stroke.
Why? Why would I do that? Or how would I do that? I am what keeps you relaxed. I keep you relaxed. Hey Khalid, I like your Carolina top. Look like you're putting on some weight, Khalid. You really do.
It's the next time I see you like Black Panther.
You know, what happened to skinny butt? You're eating too much food from that school cafeteria. That's what's happening. I see your butt coming back. See, he's giving me his back now. He wants me to see his butt. That's what it is. See, Princess Miriam is watching television. Like she don't have laundry to put away, right? Or clear up her room. Or help me with my room, Miriam. You want to help me with my room, please? You don't want to help me with my room? I need help. Miriam, I need help. You're not going to help me? You know what? I need to put some lights on in here. We have the lights off. And I should probably light that candle that I bought over here. I bought a new candle and it smells so good, so delicious. Target is just bomb. This was like $10 and I bought 2. This one, I was in the store sniffing it, and Kenton was like, you can't do that. You shouldn't be making all those noises. But these candles are so delicious. If I could eat it, I would. Lavender lemonade. I bought another one. I put it in my room. Different scent. But no, these are really good. All right, Miriam, you're not going to help me? Okay, I'm going to go get dressed. Khalid, you're always on your computer. I think it's rude that you would be at the table with a computer, laptop. What? You don't want to watch what?
Whatever's on the TV. I'm not interested in that.
So you can't turn off the computer for once? Like, you constantly got to be stimulated?
No, I waited to stare at the wall.
You talk to your father.
I just did.
What do you mean, look at the wall? You talk to your father.
Let it show.
Actually, you guys spent the whole afternoon together, right?
Together apart. I mean, together in a sense. We were at the same office, but I go in, he's in the lobby, and he goes in, I'm in the lobby. We didn't really.
So you had your teeth, you had a filling put in too, right, Khalid? Just one. How you eat soup with a fork?
It's to me. I'm just at the end. It's just the soup.
You need a spoon. Should I get you a spoon?
No, I don't need a spoon.
Burned your ass.
No,
Burned your ass.
It's just.
So we're in Miriam's room, and Kareem here is gonna help her put up curtains. She hasn't had curtains in the whole last few months that we moved into this place. It's been less than a year, but I can't stand the place without curtains. You know, curtains make a window and the room look a little bit more glamorous. So this is what we're putting here, and I'm also gonna get her a bedside table. Where did I get this from? Home Goods for $25. 2 grommet panels. I like the ones that slide easily because yeah, they have these. So we're gonna put this on. There's a picture it's supposed to look like. She likes, her favorite colors are white and green. Or light green. She's a Taurus, hard-headed Taurus. You doing good, Kareem? Oh, now you're gonna pretend like you can't hear me. I know your ass can hear me.
I said ignore you.
Yeah, I did say ignore me. That's okay. Look at him, like he know what to do with a tape measure.
I'm just making sure. I'm gonna do it to the other side. Make sure it's equal.
Yep, you're right. Okay, I'll come back when you're done. Okay, Kareem successfully put up these curtains, but you know, I think we could do with like 2 extra panels. I like when the curtains look fuller, you know, more luxurious when you have, but this is okay. I guess this is okay. I told him you shouldn't see the blinds. He had it like this. Nah, that's ugly. I'm gonna close it properly. Yeah, that's definitely better than what she had there before. We're gonna go see Black Panther. As you know, here in the United States, Black Panther is the biggest movie that just came out. It came out less than a week ago. We could not find or get tickets because it's always sold out. So we were gonna go to a matinees tomorrow, but my son is home here. And Khalid, you know, from college, and he doesn't want to have to come back tomorrow because he's got schoolwork, so he wants to go with us to the movies today. But I was like, we don't have tickets. Anyway, they found tickets for about 9 p.m. tonight. So we are supposed to go, but look at the dilemma. Look at my hair. This is not looking like a queen, is it? And I haven't thought about what I'm gonna wear because you know we have to go out there and represent. Nobody is going to the movie looking basic when you're going to Black Panther. Have you seen all those pictures out there? People are getting dressed up. So we're not gonna go all out like that. I don't think we're gonna go all out, but I wanna look like a unit. I wanna look like we put a little bit of effort into going to the movies today. So when I come back, hopefully I have done something with this crazy stuff that I have on my head. Let's see. And let's see, the other struggle is trying to get Miriam on board because Miriam does not like to dress up. Miriam does not want to do anything other than basics. So it might be a little bit of a struggle with her. So let's see how she comes out. I think Miriam might like wearing this, maybe. And I have this from my friend Nero. She got me this. This is from Nigeria. This is actually Fulani. My hoops, earrings. These are basic large hoops I wear all the time. I don't know. To me, hoops go with everything. And of course, I have bracelets because I just adore bracelets. Bracelets from anywhere. I will just wear the small, fine ones, or people used to call them bangles, I think. What's the difference between bangles and bracelets? I don't know. Okay, so these are these Fulani earrings. They call them Fulani earrings. I've had these for years. They're quite large. I think I'm gonna wear these. But then I also like this. This was actually bought in the US. Bought and made in the US, but I feel like it looks very sort of Afro-futuristic. So that's the look we're going for, sort of. Can't really appreciate it right now, but it's like this. Okay, so we'll see. Obviously, I can't wear all of these at the same time, but if I could, I would. So between me and Miriam, we have a few accessories. Let's see if we can tame this hair with some eco styler. So that's what I've got on here. It's making my hair look like I have a whole bunch of gray hair. It's not gray hair, it is wet with eco styler. So I'm trying to I don't know what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to do something. Let's see. Oh my God, this is gonna be work. Okay. Jesus, it is work trying to get this into a ponytail. It is so much work. Like, I think I burned 10 calories at least, maybe more, trying to put this into a ponytail, side ponytail. Now what? I don't know. That. So you put this on and it looks a little crazy, but it really works to get rid of any gray undertones. You just kind of turn it like a pen and it comes out. So it's amazing, that extra step, and I don't do this most of the time, but if I'm going out or want to take pictures, is what I do. And then I just use my fingers. But it's amazing. It like gets rid of the dark lines, and I think it makes my skin look a little younger when I apply makeup over it. So you probably can still see the kind of reddish tone to it, but you'd use that underneath your foundation. Okay, let's give you a close-up. What do you think? So I ended up going with these earrings and this necklace, and love it. It's an old necklace. I've had this actually for about 4 years, maybe 3 years. When I was in California, or on our way to California, I bought this. So comes in handy. And the hair, I just decided to do a little bit of a wilder ponytail. Added a little bit of Marley hair to just give it a little bit of extra, you know? I'm not wearing lashes because I'm gonna go to the movie. I know me. I'm probably gonna cry because something's gonna touch me. I haven't seen the movie again, so this is not a spoiler, but I know it does not take much for me to cry. So what's the point of wearing lashes just so I can cry them away and mess up my face? So, au naturel. Anyway, let me go get Miriam ready. All right, this is Miriam. She got the right dress on. We're combing out her hair. We gotta come back and show you the after, because the before, See, you have the rubber band. Doing these triangles on the top of her head. We're gonna twist them. And hopefully I'm not doing it too tight. It'd be so cute, Miriam. I'm gonna do a bunch along your hairline. And I don't even think we need pins or anything. It just stays. I think she likes it. I think she's feeling herself. What do you guys think? Do you like the Bantu knots? Pretty cute, huh? Let's go out into the living room. Miriam's styling and profiling. When I was younger, I used to like boots like that. Now I kind of think they're a little rough and tough, but for her age, I guess they're cute. What do you guys think? Just watching television before we leave in about an hour, because our movie is a late showing. Look at my good-looking husband. All right, so we are almost there. This is Weaver Street Market. Cool. About to find us our seat or parking. Can't see anything. Pretty area. This is the same movie theater we came to watch Wonder Woman. My college son decided to pay for us to watch Wonder Woman. And today he says he's paying for this, but not gonna let that happen. His parents are paying for it. Khaled, your parents are gonna pay for this movie. It is our responsibility as African people. This, Khalid said he already paid for the tickets online. My responsible son, what? He paid for the tickets? Huh, how much are they paying you at work that you can pay for tickets for all of us? All 5 of us? Huh. Well, I'm impressed as I'm about to get hit by a car.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see? Black Panther now showing. Here we go. How about some raisinets?
Raisinets?
Yeah, I want some raisinets. And that popcorn that I shouldn't be eating. Miriam.
How many versions of?
So yes, the movie was awesome, and you should definitely go out and see it. Definitely go out and see it. Wakanda lives on forever. Kids wanted to stop and play. Actually, not the kids, but Kenton wanted to stop and play. Turning your head from me. Honey, what are you playing at this hour? I didn't get a chance to see his nice, cool jacket. What are you doing? Ooh. Would you stop? It's like old-timey. What is this, Pac-Man?
Galaga.
What?
Galaga.
Galaga. Oh, shit. Hey, watch your mouth. I messed you up. Miriam's hair still holding strong. Hey, Mamacita, let's see the earring. Come on. I did all of that. I did all of that. And this one here. Are you going to school today? Going back to school today? No? He's staying the night at home, and then he'll go back tomorrow. Kareem, what'd you think? Did you like it? Did you like it, Kareem? It was okay? What? It was okay? Okay. All right, folks, home we go. But luckily we are only about literally 10 minutes from the theater, so it's cool. It's cool. And Khalid doesn't have to go back to school, so that's cool too. Home sweet home. Oops, about to trip my ass.
Like breathing, creamy.